Good night of Shabbos, everyone. Shabbos, Pashas Hazino, Shemayim. Yes, my friends, the heavens listen, the heavens hear. It's time to get back to basics. It's time to know that we're in the middle of 4 special days between Yom Kippur and Chag HaSukkos. When we Jews celebrate, we celebrate together. We don't celebrate alone. We celebrate together, and we do so by thinking of the other person. This is very, very important. I just heard a fascinating story. There was someone who became a Baal Tshuva in Eretz Yisrael years ago, and he was very good friends with someone, but with another person, as soon as he became a Baal Tshuva, the person said, I don't want to know you anymore. You're crazy. You're a fanatic, and he dropped him. 20, 30 years went by, and he met him somewhere, and he saw that the person who was his friend before he became a Baal Tshuva is now also a Baal Tshuva. So he said, hi, what happened over here? He says, I'll tell you what happened. He says, I was walking in Tel Aviv or somewhere, and a Chabad boy, 15 years old, approached me and asked me if I want to put on tefillin. And when he did that, I mustered all my saliva and I spit on him. I was so disgusted with him asking me to put on tefillin, I spit on him. Guess what the boy did? He wiped the spit off his face, his nose, and he licked it. And he said, the spit of a Jew. You hear that? You hear that? And he says, he was so moved by that he went back home and he started to think, my hatred is unfounded. This boy should have thrown water at me or punched me for what I did. And instead he wipes off the spit and he licks it, saying, the holy spit of a Jew. That's the attitude that we need to have. And when we have this, we have a somachto b'chagecho. We have joy. Every Yid wants and loves Hashem. There's no question about it. We have to have the seichel, the wisdom, the know-how, the smarts of embracing another Jew. The onus is on us, not on them, on us. And today, what the Litvischer world calls the Kiruv movement, Chabad calls Hafotzas HaMayonas, the outreach of the well springs of the neshama of a person, reach the neshama, is alive and well. We're Baruch Hashem living at a time when Bali Tshuva yeshivas, movements on college campuses, it's very popular. In fact, entire organizations thrive because of this phenomenon. But never forget, it begins with the individual, and it begins on your block, and it begins with your own children and family, okay? And it begins with yourself. We just finished Yom Kippur. Are we Bali Tshuva? Can we say that there's one thing that we decided, we regretted, we said al chait, and we decided we're not going to do it again, and we're going to only do better, and all of that? If we can, and hopefully we can, and we should, we're about tshuva. The Yom Kippur was worth the fast of 24, 26 hours. And if not, okay. May Hashem help in each and every one of us. There's noises from all sides. But to us Jews, the neshama is pristine. You could make noise from the right and the left and the back, the top with saws. It makes no difference, chevra. Sukkot is coming. Be freilach. Invite another Jew to the Sukkah. Bench Lulav and Esrog with him. Help people who need money for food and clothing. May Hashem help that we have the Geula Shlema through Simcha. We'll be Zoicha this year to be in Yerushalayim together. B'bias Mashiach Tzidkenu. Amen v'yamin.